Hi, my friend. David Degbo here, coming to you live from the Zen Gardens here in Malmö, Sweden. It's a beautiful morning, and I thought I'd tell you a little story that helped me to realize that being organized was one of the most crucial things that you can do in your business. If you're starting out, you're starting a home business, or you're already in business, or you work in a business as an employee, the most important thing you can do for yourself is to be organized. I don't mean being organized by going down and sitting at your desk and checking Facebook at the same time every day and doing that kind of stuff. I'm talking about actual processes and structures. Now, to illustrate my point, I'll tell you a little bit of a story. I used to work for a consulting engineering firm back in 1998, and I was a network administrator, and the company was going through a process called the ISO. It was an ISO 9000 at that point, and they hired in a consultant to come and help them through this process, and I was tasked to take the consultant around, seeing as I knew all the people from being a network administrator. I knew who was where, and I could take him around. So I was tasked to take him around and sit in and help him with this process, which was one of the best things that actually happened for me as a learning curve. And what happened was we went and we sat with each of the different consulting engineers in the different departments. It was electrical, civil, mechanical, all of those. And with each of them, he would sit down and he would ask them, okay, can you describe your process? And then the person would say, okay, we start with design, and then we do this and we do that. And he would always ask, what does that mean? When you say design, what does that mean? And the people would have to sit and think. If they weren't organized, they wouldn't have an answer to that question. They would sit and they'd wonder, what does this question mean? And it became very clear to me very soon that, once you say you do something, unless you can actually define it, you can't give the task on to anyone else to do. You can't troubleshoot where it went wrong if something goes wrong, and you can't optimize it and make it better if it's not working well. Now, something like design, he would say, when you say design, what does it mean? What is your process? And they would have to think, okay, do I open a catalog and do I pick a light fitting from this catalog? And then what do I do? Where do I put it? Where does that information get stored? And it became clear that you have to actually write things down. You've got to structure and have a process for everything that you do. You've got to, no matter whether you do it in a flow diagram, or you write a Word document, or you do Excel spreadsheets, as long as you get the information into a structure, there's no way that someone else is going to be able to do that task. And unless you have those tasks organized, you can't operate like big business. All you can do is operate and be in your business and work until your time is up. All you can do is work with the time that you have, and you can't outsource. And as you've seen in probably one of my other videos, outsourcing is one of the fastest ways to get your business to grow. To outsource and do the tasks that you are good at, and give the other tasks to people that are good at those tasks, so that you can actually get things done quickly, effectively, and make sure that you get to where you want to go as fast as possible, so that you can start earning from your business as fast as possible. So the takeaway from this video is, write things down, have a structure. Some people call it standard operating procedures, some people call it processes. Whatever you call it, as long as you can define what you do for each task in your project, then you can write it down, give it to someone else, and make sure that it happens. And you can look at those tasks and actually make them better every time you do them, because when you can write it down and step back and look at it, you can actually see that, this point here might actually be easier done if I do it this way. So that's what I'm giving you today. It all starts with some sort of structure. Write things down, have things in a folder or anything that you can structure, so that you can access it when you need it. You can put it there and know where it is when you need to find it. You can give other people information when they want it or they need it, so that you can operate and do things as effectively as possible. Go out there, be organized, and do great things.